Alrighty, welcome to Chapter 5, Matrices. So today we're doing 5A, which is just an introduction to what a matrice is, looking at all the different kind of elements to it. There's a bit of key terminology, but yeah, make sure you go through and highlight and do your notes. And yeah, I'm going to go through the basics. So, basics of a matrix. A matrix, or matrices is the plural, is a rectangular group, an array of numbers in sets of rows and columns. Okay, so yeah, it's a rectangular group. It might be square. We've got rows and columns, and it shows all the numbers in there. Okay, the use. So it's good to store information. We can solve simultaneous equations to find optimal solutions in business, to analyze networks, which is a key part for us, which we've been looking at, to transform shapes in geometry, to encode information, or to devise best strategies in gaming. So all those, games that you play on your PlayStations and things, matrices are used in the background of it. I don't know if you've heard of a movie called The Matrix, but that's also, a way of using matrices. So features is a good one. First thing, matrix A, okay, is here. So you put it over to the left and A equals this, okay, your matrix. So that's your name of the matrix. You always use square brackets here, okay, to enclose your numbers, square brackets. Very important, you've got your rows and columns correct, okay. So here you've got row 1, which is Friday, row 2, which is Saturday, and then you've got your column 1, which is shirts, column 2 is jeans, and column 3 is belts. Okay, so columns run down and rows run across. That is very important. One thing that they've mentioned over here is some matrices label rows and columns, others don't. Okay, others will just throw the numbers in. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's what they look like. The next thing is order of a matrix, very important again. So the order of or size of a matrix can be written as, so number of rows times the number of columns. Okay, this is really important. Rows, what colour did I use? Rows are yellow. Rows always come first whenever you're talking about a position of where a number is. Rows and then columns. Okay, so the examples over here. Whoops. Examples. We've got rows. There are 3 rows because you can see 1, 2, 3. Okay, and your columns. There are 2 columns because there are 2 going down. Okay, 2 columns going down. So the order of this matrix is what we call, it's a 3 by 2 matrix. That's the size of it, it's the order. Okay, so I'm not going to do it again over here, but if I said I've got a matrix that's 2 by 3, then I know that it's got 2 rows and 3 columns because of that. Okay. The elements of a matrix. Okay, elements of a matrix. So whenever I say an element, I'm talking about the numbers within the matrix. Okay, each element can be located by its row and column. The rule, so really important. This Aij looks a little bit funny, is the element in row I, column J. Okay, so over here, element A21, okay, here, so we've got A21. What that actually tells me is that what is the element, so this is, A is our element, we don't know what it is, we're going to find it, that is in row, because remember rows always come first, row 2, column 1. Okay, so it's not the number 21, it's row 2, column 1. Okay, so I look here, and obviously my second row is Saturday and my first column is shirts, so the number that matches up is this number 3. Okay, so A21 is 3. Okay, so this one, A13, it is not A13. Okay, the element in row 1, column 3. Okay, row 1, column 3 is the number 4. So the element in 1, 3 is 4. So that's how we read our matrices. Sometimes it can take a while to get your head around, but yeah, very important. Okay, last little bit, so types of matrices. This table's pretty good to read. So if you have a row matrice, actually let me get my highlighter back, a row matrice, that means it's a single row of elements, so that's an example, and the order is 1 by 3. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. If you've got a single column, a column matrice is one single column of elements, so that goes down, and obviously it's 3 rows by 1 column. And then you get a square matrice. So the number of rows and columns is equal. Okay, rows is equal to columns. So it's a 2, this one's a 2 by 2, this one's a 3 by 3. So yeah, the definition of a square means that this has got the same rows and columns. Yeah, so there's just some types of matrices. There are instructions about how to do or type these into your CAS. I'm going to let you guys go through each step. Okay, so step 1, you open a new document. Step 2, you need to find this symbol. I'm going to let you go through it. If you have a problem, please let me know. If I'm getting a lot of the same questions, then I'll do a video of how to do a matrix on the CAS. But I feel like these, instructions are really straightforward. Okay. So we can go ahead and do example 5A. Good luck.